everybody, I'm Alicia from Adventures of Stitching and welcome back. It's been months. Not really many excuses except life, and I'm just gonna leave it at that because there's just too much that's happened since my last video. Nothing bad, just extra busy, extra fun things going on and all that, but I hope everyone's summers are going splendidly and you're not too hot or too cold. I know some of you even are experiencing winter right now, depending on where you are in the world. Today, as you may have told by the the title already, we're doing a WIP parade. It's a mid-year WIP parade, which is actually, I don't know, I guess you could still say we're in the middle. I wish I did this last month, but I just couldn't bring myself to do it. There's a lot of organization you have to do to get to this point. So I'm just gonna jump right in. I have my notes. Hopefully I can edit pictures in because that would be so much easier to grab the progress from the beginning of the year and the cover photos for you. So those will be popping up. And so let's just jump right in. This is my oldest WIP. Some of you may have already known just from that this is my Cinderella from Disney Dreams and Thomas Kincaid. It's a out of print kit. I'm using all the kit equipment. Sorry, I'm taking a hoop off. And I'm working on this on Wednesdays, but I'm not doing it every Wednesday because that's just somehow impossible for me. But here it is right now. It's, sorry, scatterbrained. The hashtag is Oldest WIP Wednesdays. And here we are. There we go. So I'm working over here, as you can tell. Just this last Wednesday, I got this square in. What can I say? It's progress. Angie, you were actually just asking me earlier about this, if I got to filament yet. In here, that's the blending filament, and in, I think that's the carriage right there. I'm not sure. No, that's not the carriage. I don't know what this is. I'm sure I'll know once I get over there, but there's some up here too. The blending filament is not too bad, as long as you keep the, what am I thinking of? The length of it a little bit shorter so it won't knot up and you can handle it better. It does tend to kind of fray at the end. But yeah, so there we are. I don't really know how much I've gotten done in the last 6 months, but hopefully the picture will show. Yes, very wrinkled mess, very dirty. I am not worried about either. So that was WIP number 1. And I actually just did a WIP count for this, this WIP parade, and it's about where I thought it was, but there's another one I'm adding in tomorrow, so it's actually not a WIP yet, but I'm still gonna share it because it's one day away, and this might even be uploaded the day I started. Okay, number 2 is my Mickey and Minnie Sweetheart Cove. It is a Thomas Kincaid, but it is, I think, a rip-off because I got it elsewhere. So it's probably not licensed, but I'm going with it. This I have information on. I started this September 23rd, 2021. It's on 25 count opalescent, and I'm at 29,100. Sorry, my cat messed with my camera. 29,129 stitches. We're at 23%. This project has 125,972 stitches. And there it is. I should really bring this back out. And some of you may already know from my previous WIP parades, but I went from 1/1 full cross over here to 2/1 tent stitch over here, and I don't think you can tell a difference at all. I can't. So, in case you're wondering, this one is also wrinkled and dirty. You're gonna really find that out about me. Okay, number 2. Then number 3 is my Middle Earth map. I haven't worked on this in ages. I'm just getting the fabric straightened out. It's been all crinkled up. Okay, this is on 27 count, doing 2/1 tent stitch. Started this in 2021 at some point. Here it is. I had to add extra fabric because I didn't leave a very good margin. Yeah, here. Like, that is not enough room, especially if you're working on a Q-snap or a frame. So there we are. I have 40,200 stitches in on this. We're 14% along. This project has a total of 297,700 stitches in it. Now, originally I started this for my brother, and I wanted to get it finished by his 40th birthday, and then once I realized how slow it was going and that he's already 38 now, I kind of was trying to like zoom through it, and then I burned out and decided, you know what, he doesn't know about it. He's not getting it for his 40th birthday. He might get it for his 50th. Oh well, I could give him something else at some point that I finish. So next is number 4. This is my Painfree Crafts Wind in the Willows. It was a mystery stitch along that they did for 2022. I believe this is 32 count Jobelin, and I have parts 1 and 2 done and working on part 3. So here's this. And it's so big, I don't think I can fit it all in. Okay, leaning back. There we go, that's as close as we're gonna get. So this is Mr. Toad that I'm working on here. And this is Miss Paisley Bunny here. There are 11 parts in total. I am obviously very far behind because it's completed. The mystery style is no longer a mystery, so I'll have the picture here of what it should look like finished. I might have different end results because they give you options. For some of them, it's like you can have the character face the opposite direction, or you can decide which block to put them in. So that's kind of fun. You get to personalize it a little bit. That one I don't have any information on since it's so many different parts, but I'm doing 2/2 on that full cross. The next one is my Star Wars project. It is, I'm trying to think what it's called, Luke and Princess Leia or something like that. This I started in 2022 on Star Wars Day, May the 4th. So there we have it. This is really turning out great. Love it. And it's not too bad, the black fabric. I think it's because it's 14 count. So it's pretty easy to see the holes. I know some of you are like, I can't believe you can do that, but 14 count and in daylight, it's pretty easy. So there we go. That's that one. I believe that's number 5. And then the next one I started with Irene from Stitches in the Tropics on Instagram. This is the mini Blue-Eyed Tiger from Artisy by Colin Bogle. I'm actually trying to focus on this one some more. I'm 33.66% complete. He's not very big. He's like 6 full pages and 3 partials. What else do I have on him? Started August 14th, 2022. This is on 18 count Ada, 2/1 full cross. And I have 10,570 stitches out of 31,400. Look at that eye. Oh my goodness. Incredible. And I'm just getting ready to do the other eye. That's gonna be so cool. So that one's been fun. This was sort of a daily 30 for me, but it's not actually been worked on every single day, but I'm using it as a consistent 30 minutes to put in on it. Number 7 is my Grand Library Supersize Max Color Amy Stewart from Heaven and Earth Designs, and I apologize, I am not going to take this out of the hoop because this is basically, other than the corners that are covered, basically everything I have done. So just imagine a bedspread around here and you've got it pretty good. This has gone through an awful lot of transitions. Let's take that off at least. This is on 28 count easy guide, and I'm using mostly CXC threads. If it calls for more than one skein's worth of stitches, then I use DMC, so it's really pretty random. But I am sticking with the same color with the same brand. So I started out 2/1 tent stitch here. That was just way too bulky. I mean, it was painful and almost impossible to get my needle through with the CXC threads. So then somewhere along the line in here, I tried out 1/1 tent stitch. That was a little bit sparse. My husband said that he didn't notice a difference in coverage, but I did. There's a little bit less saturation of color. So then I decided, well, that's it. I'm just gonna do 1/1 full cross. It seems like a lot of people are able to do that with 28 count. Long story short, this whole page here is 1/1, and it is so much better. It's so much easier, way more enjoyable to work on. When I pull it out, I get more stitches done than the tent stitch just because I can actually pull my thread through. So that's the story behind that. I started this on June 10th, 2022 for the Anything Amy style that the Stitchketeers, they started that, and plus this pattern was just released Supersize Max Color then, so I was already planning on starting it. It just all worked out. So I am behind schedule, but that's okay. This is probably going to be a forever project anyways. I'm at 28,444 stitches out of 715,284 stitches. That got me to 4.01% or something like that. I think I wanted to be 10% along by now, but I had no idea I was going to be a start maniac, which you'll find out. Like literally, I think I have more starts this year than I did last year. So that just tells you where my future's headed. I'm not very strong at saying no and holding back, obviously. So that's enough about that one. I do need to work on this again soon. Isn't that what everybody says in their WIP parades? Like, oh, it's been a while, I need to bring that out. Okay, the next one is Autumn and Stars Hollow. This is the Gilmore Girls piece from Black Needle Society. And I started this September 1st, 2022 for the, it's so long, I never remember it. I Need Coffee in an IV MRA SAL. MRA is for marathon because we were watching the show at the same time. Anyways, it was a Gilmore Girls stitch along. Shh, that's my dog. He's rolling around. Okay, this is on 14 count. I'm doing 2/1. Got a lot of progress done since the last time I've shown this to you. I've been working on Rory's skirt over here. I did make a couple of thread conversions because I didn't have the specialty threads that it called for, and I didn't feel like purchasing them, so I just kind of tried to find the closest match. So like I think the called for color. I'm using a gray, and I think they wanted a tanner gray, but it still looks good. So that's that. This is so much fun, and I believe this is still available in their vault. It's the only pattern that you can buy separate without a box on their website right now, but in 2025 they're going to release all the other seasons because they came out with spring, summer, and winter. I think winter's getting ready to release, actually. I think so. Either that or... yeah, I think winter's the one that hasn't been released yet. So anyways, that's that one. That's WIP number 8. And then number 9 is Simple Pleasures from Chris Dunn, from Painfree Crafts. I am doing this on 25 count, 2/1 tent stitch. As you'll learn, I actually really love, I'm trying to figure out which way this goes. This way. Really love tent stitch. And this is my first attempt at extreme cross country. I'm doing color 3371 first, I believe. Started this on November 1st, 2022. No, that's not right. October 2nd, 2022. This is at 6,762 stitches, 5% complete. This has a total of 124,000 stitches, and there's actually a Sal for this too. Hashtag is Simple Pleasures Sal. There are several of us, even Flosstubers, that are doing this project. So you can check that out. It's super cute, super cute. Number 10 is Cozy Winter Evening. This is the mini version by Uliana Babenko. This is a Heaven and Earth design. I'm doing this extreme cross country because I liked Cozy so much. Not Cozy. Carla, I blame you. She keeps calling my mice one Cozy because it is. But the title of this one is Cozy Winter Evening, and when I write things down, I shorten it to Cozy. So there's backstory you guys did not need to know. I started this one November 1st, and I was color completing, and this is 939, and I actually can't remember how many colors I've completed, but I did a couple that only had 2 or 3 stitches, and then I've got this maroon burgundy color that I'm working on now, and I didn't make a note on what that one was, but I love how this is turning out, and I think it's gonna be amazing when I finish it in 50 billion years. This is on 27 count, I believe, 2/1 tent stitch. That's at 11,908 stitches out of 79,300, and it's 15% along. Okay, number 11. Aren't you proud of me? I have this all organized. I was like, I'm going to have it all figured out. Otherwise, this is gonna be a mess. This is Temperature Tree by Stitchin' Mommy. She's on Etsy and on Flosstube and on Instagram. And she had the brilliant idea to do a tree and you track your temperatures. And I am up to June, I believe. Yeah, I'm almost done with June. I'm pretty behind on this, but not so far behind that it's overwhelming. So yeah, you can tell I had a lot of really random weather. That's Ohio for you. But it's getting real pretty up here with the hot temperatures and the pinks and stuff. So this one's pretty fun. This is on 18 count Ada, I believe. 2/1 full cross. That's, I think, all you need to know about that one. Started that sometime in December because I wanted the tree trunk done first. Next is my New Year, New Start, which is God Shed His Grace by Abraham Hunter. This is from Artisy, I believe. It's the medium chart. So many of us, there's 7 of us, I think. If I can remember them, I will put your tag in the description, but I'm not making any guarantees because for some reason I do not write notes on this. Anyways, this is how far I am. This is a 25 count 2/110 stitch. I believe this is probably my preference when it comes to how I stitch and what I stitch on, but I have so many different random fabrics you can't tell that I have a preference. This is at, well, first of all, I told you this was New Year, New Start, but that's for 2023. This is at 10,421 stitches. Out of 135,000, I'm at 7.72%. And just yesterday, since yesterday was Sunday, I worked on this cream. I don't know why, I just lost my mind and decided I wanted to do white on white. I don't know. And then I did some green in here because that's exciting too. I can't wait until more of the sun rays come in. But I love this. Probably my favorite project. I don't know why. I just get elated whenever I see it. So yay. Oh, and I started that with me and Angie from Angie Slowly Crafts. We were planning this months in advance. So we were just so excited when we were finally able to start it together. The next one is my birthday start. I started this on February 14th, 2023. This is the Mirabelia by Nora Corbett. It is my Lady of the Mist. And there we have it. This is her waist here, in case it looked just like a random blob. And it's turning out really well. This is on a random fabric I found at an antique store. I knew it wasn't an antique, but it was just beautiful. I couldn't pass it up. I think it's a 32 count. The way it's looking, it looks like a 32 count. But I love it. 2/2 full cross. I'm not doing any fancy 1/1 on the skin or any of that, but I am planning on doing the beads. The beads are a must because I've never done it before and it terrifies me. Do uncomfortable things. I just found my library needle minder. Okay. All right, so that was number 13. We're on to second page of my notes. The next one, this is kind of sad. It's the Home in the Mountains from Golden Kite, and again, there's like 30 of us that started this. I don't know, and I think it keeps growing. But this is, I call it Rivendell. We started this for Suki's birthday, the Brown-Eyed Stitcher. She's on Flosstube and Instagram, and I unfortunately haven't worked on it since that time. I put 500 stitches in, and for some reason I haven't been back to it, and I'm wondering if I should just let it be until I feel like coming back, because I don't really want to UFO it because it's fun and I love it. So it's just gonna go in the back because I think I just have other priorities right now, and this one with the blends and everything, I feel like it needs more of my focus. And so there's that. That one is 28 count 2/110 stitch, and I honestly don't even need to give you stats. I did 500 stitches. It's a 350,000 stitch project, which could be partly why I've been dragging my feet, because I'm like, this one's epic. It's almost like my supersize. I mean, it's still half the size of my supersize, but I don't know. My brain is compartmentalizing things, and for now, it's just gotta sit still. WIP number 15 is Church for All Seasons. I don't have the artist written down. And let's see if I can pull it up here. it's been fun because I'm working on each church section this season of the year that I'm living, if that makes sense. Okay, Charting Creations by Nikki Bohm. I'm just gonna say her name's Bohm. But it's like really wide, but short. Like not tall. It's hard to explain it. I believe this is 28 count easy guide. And we started this with a bunch of people. March 26th. Oh, this is for Angie's birthday. Sorry, Angie, I forgot this was your birthday start. So yeah, this is at 3,153, although I didn't update it. I think I've worked on it some more since then because I did some of this black. This is summer. I don't know why I went opposite and did 310 in the summertime, but that's what it gave. And I'm trying to make sure there are lines to show me the break of seasons so that when I go back to it next year, I'll have a better idea. This is a slow going project. So hopefully I held that still long enough for my picture. Oh well. This one is 247,500 stitches. Wow, it's a big one too. But this one's been fun. I actually need to leave this out because I'm planning on working on it today. I still have a Wheel of Stitches goal to complete on that this month. Okay, 16 is The Last Supper. I started this on the Thursday before Easter, when historically that is when they would have had the Last Supper. This I think is right side up, but it's still cute. It's the Story Keep one. The artist is Leonardo da Vinci, and it's from Heaven and Earth Designs. I have this on 28 count, 2/110, and yes, that is the full height of the piece. It's just gonna be till right about here, I think. So yeah, I need to pull this one out again too. It's been a while. I don't know if you can see, it's pretty dark right now because I'm still sort of background, even though that's a guy's arm. But it's been fun. So do I have stats on that? Yes. 1,381 stitches out of 40,630. It's 3% along. It might become my focus after Tiger is done, which again, it will be a while. Number 17 is the Shire Painting. This is from A Thread of Magic from Etsy, and we started this for Leanne's birthday from Small Town Stitches, both on Flosstube and Instagram. I got a lot done on this recently, so it's kind of looks better than it used to. This is 28 count, 2/110 stitch. I have no information on this. Hang on. Here, I thought I was organized. Gotta be classic Alicia here. Okay. 4,251 stitches out of 104,400 stitches. 4.07% complete. We zoom in here. It is so much fun. Like, the detail that's going to be in this is just going to be incredible. It was pretty confetti heavy here, so it took a while to get into it, but once I realized the best way to do this is kind of take a coverage area and just like color complete as you go. So in a way, this was extreme cross country by page, not by the whole piece. So that's how that one's working so far, and I love it. Love it so much. So I did that. Is there a hashtag? I think it's called Home in the Shire, the hashtag. So if you want to look at that, several of us have been doing that one as well. And number 18 is my Anne of Green Gables quick stitch that I cropped down dramatically. I took like 25,000 stitches off. This was for Rainy's birthday. She turned 40 this year and she wanted to celebrate by having a sal that is hashtag turn 40 new leaves sal, and it had to be green. Did it? Yeah, green and or literary. So this worked for both. And she started it too. And she cropped it, but not quite as far as me. So hers is probably like right here. And I just went a little bit farther because it's just a bunch of tree and background. So it wasn't really necessary to the picture. But so hers is gonna be more square and mine's gonna be a little bit taller than wide. So here's this. This is 28 count 2/110 stitch. Coverage is amazing as long as you're using DMC. If you're using CXC or anything else, you might want to do 25 count for this type of coverage. It is definitely a fluffier thread, just like I said with the library. So yeah, that's it. This one is at 2,417. I think I even did more. Let me pull that up. I have my tablet here in front of me so I can pull it up. Oh, it's on my phone. Because I cropped it, the numbers are all off. I believe I'm 4% along now, and I think I'm at 3,000 stitches out of 80,030. Gives you kind of an idea. The visual works too. So there's that one. Also, this should show you guys how many new starts I've had. I have had to buy more of these, and so now I have a stack of empty ones, and I'm like, wonder what I can put in there. No, you will not be putting more projects than planned. I already have four other new starts planned for this year. I need to chill until I finish some stuff. This is crazy. This is a new start, so this will not be in the no, actually okay, the last 7 of them were not in my last WIP parade, so they're all new starts. This one I started on July 4th. It's called One Nation Under God or Liberty, and it's by Twin Peak Primitives. The fabric, I can't remember the name of the fabric, but it's beautiful. It's a 28 count Lugana, and it is hand dyed, so kind of gives you a little idea. I'm doing this 1/1. Yes, 1/1 full cross, and it's so cute and dainty. I'm working on the words. It says One Nation Under God in the banner, and I started in the middle, so I just thought I'd go with that. But look how cute! Ah, and then love the needle minder I got specifically for this. I was feeling exceptionally patriotic. So I love this one. I've been wanting to start it for over a year, so that one was waiting a lot longer than I wanted it to. The next one has a really cute story. This is a new start since you've seen me, because it's been so long since my last upload. Now I don't know which way is up. I think this way. This is Mini Red Panda by Sheena Pike on Heaven and Earth Designs. And Angie Slowly Crafts actually personally emailed her and requested that she create a red panda design or even artwork. And over the course of, I don't know how many months, but Sheena loved the idea, and she said she was even thinking about it. So she made a red panda design, and then it had to be released, and then it had to go to Heaven and Earth Designs to be released as a chart. And then we didn't want the mini, so we had, Angie had to request the mini, so we had to wait for that. So, long story short, we really wanted to stitch a Red Panda, and Sheena Pike's art is just amazing. So, as soon as that came out, within the hour of buying the chart, we were both starting this. That was just so much fun. We don't have a hashtag for it yet, but if you have any good ideas, leave them below. I'd love to hear them. This is on 25 count, I believe. It's possibly 28 count. No clue. I have it written down that it's 25 count, but now that I'm looking at it, it looks smaller. No, this is definitely 28 count. Okay, so 28 count 2/110 stitch. This has 84,500 stitches. I'm at 889, which is 1.05%. There's a ton of black background, and I do intend to stitch it as of right now, but I started in the center because I wasn't sure what to do with the background. There's that. And then that is literally all of my WIPs. So that's 20 of them. Good even number that I'm about to ruin tomorrow. I am starting with Leanne, Small Town Stitches, and Rainy Day Reads. The Donna Gelsinger Nativity, they're doing the mini nativity. I am actually doing the Let Us Adore Him, and there isn't a mini for that, so I'm doing the full size, and I just cut the fabric and gridded the first page today, because I'm starting it tomorrow. So this is actually my pre-new start, and I wanted to put it in this WIP parade because it's so close, and by the end of the year I want to be able to compare progress. So basically, here's nothing. This is a 28 count fabric, and I think there is a hashtag already for this, and I will jump onto it, and there's several of my friends doing that. Angie, you're gonna have to let me know what that Sal is called so that I can start using that hashtag. But if you have this piece and you're stitching it, please stitch on it on July 25th. Hopefully my video is up by then so that you know to go pull it out, and hopefully you watch the video by then so you know to pull it out. But I will probably be working on it for the entire last week of July, and then from there I'll probably just try to pull it out the 24th, 25th of every month. So that's everything. Thank you so much for joining me. Hopefully I'll get a regular Flosstube out before the end of the year. But stay tuned. I will definitely be back, and hopefully this will give me a fresh start so that I can just pick up where we are now and show this progress as what I've stitched on next time. So I love you, and please chat in the comments. I love talking with you. Find me on Instagram, Adventures of Stitching. You can also email me at adventuresofstitching@gmail.com. And I hope you all have a blessed and wonderful and safe week. Bye.